and welcome back to another edition of Running with James. Today we give you our full review of the Vjultra. If you're new to the channel, please take a moment to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. As usual, we'll start with the upper. We'll give you our thoughts on the midsole, the outsole, and everything in between. By the end of this video, you'll know whether this is something you just have to have or something maybe you should think about. The upper is a mesh upper, which is a mix of DuPont Kevlar fibers and nylon. It's equipped with a FitLock system, which is supposed to provide a great lockdown fit, specifically over your midfoot. It has a slightly padded tongue, heated overlays for additional support, and strengthened with a rubber toe cap. Now the fit of this shoe is a little weird. I found it had plenty of room in the toe box so my feet could splay. I felt like I could get a good lockdown fit around my arches and around the top of my foot. Even my heel had no slippage, was well padded, and had no problems. Where I did find some issues was in the toe box. The toe box is kind of shallow, and on top of that, they do use some pretty stiff materials. This thing is a tank. This is a tough shoe, and you're probably gonna get a ton of wear out of it. But because of the stitching they use, the materials they use, I was getting a lot of rubbing on my big toe, so much so that it was actually quite uncomfortable. The midsole is a full-length custom EVA blend midsole. We have a 33mm stack height in the heel and a 27mm stack height in the forefoot, giving us a 6mm drop. I love that drop. Now, the foam, although an EVA blended midsole, I didn't find it to be super bouncy. I didn't find it to be super plush. It was just okay. Now, this shoe isn't equipped with some kind of special roll technology. It doesn't have a carbon fiber plate or anything like that in there, but it does have a decent amount of comfort to take you on those long miles. And because it's a trail shoe, they tend to usually be a little bit heavier, but this shoe was actually fairly light, specifically for the build quality of the shoe, coming in at about 9.3 ounces for men's USA 8.5, and for my size 10.5, right at about 10 ounces. So I found that the foam was okay, nothing special, nothing super crazy. It was comfortable. Butyl-rubber on to the outsole. Now, VJ says that they have the best grip on the planet. Now I'm going to tell you, this 100% Butyl-rubber is serious. Has 4mm aggressive lugs in the outsole that I love. And this grip is legit. Possibly so legit that it won't quit. I really do like this outsole. So whether you are running through sand, whether you're running through mud, whether you're going uphill, going downhill, whether you're using it on rocks, done on wet, dry terrain, all the above, this grip works, and it works amazing. So I'm going to tell you right now, VJ is not lying when they say they have amazing grip. So I would say probably the best thing about this shoe, straight up, it's the grip. And that makes for a very positive thing when you're talking about an off-road shoe. So what is our verdict for the Vjultra? Well, this shoe does have a lot going for it. It has great grip, it has a decent foam, and the upper is a tank. So you're going to get a ton of miles out of this shoe. But for us, it was something that was just too uncomfortable. Whether because of the abrasiveness of materials, the placing of the stitching, or maybe it was just a little too small, my big toe just couldn't handle it. If you sized up, maybe about a half a size, I think for a lot of people, this shoe will become a must-have. But for us, it's something we just can't run in any longer.
All right, guys, that is it. I thought we'd take a moment just to visit with my man Tommy here, or as we like to call him, AKA the Latin Tom Selleck. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. His wife won't let him have the mustache, though. So thanks for running with us today, Tommy. I appreciate it.
Yep.
So we want to hear your thoughts. You guys always hear my opinions. Want to hear someone else's opinion on the shoe. So tell me, what were your thoughts on the shoe, just overall? Did you like the shoe? Just like it? What?
Yeah, I did, actually. It's lighter than what I normally run on the trails, so that definitely helped, and it definitely had enough cushion.
Okay.
So I like that.
Okay, awesome. So what about the upper? Did you feel like the upper was it tough? Was it hot? Was it cool, breathable? Did it drain well? Get socky, what?
Okay, so this is about a half size up from what I'm normally wearing. Okay. So the toe box definitely had enough room for me.
Did it feel bulky or too big?
No, not really.
Fit good?
Fit good.
Okay.
I think I got a little bit of a hot spot in the back, so what I gained in room in the toe box, I may have also opened up a little bit of rubbing for the back. So,
okay. But that's probably something
I can get a sock because I'm used to wearing really low socks.
Okay, all right. All right, awesome.
But as far as hot spots, I didn't notice any specific spot on my foot while I was running. So overall, I mean, it was a comfortable ride for sure.
All right, sweet. So what about the foam? You said it was comfortable. Did you like that?
I did. You know, some of the other foams that are out there seem to be a little bit stiffer.
Okay.
This one did have some give to it.
Okay.
So
you felt like you had some bounce out there?
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So you felt like you think you could run fast in that?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Think you could race in it? Would you race in that shoe?
I would race in the shoe.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. What about the grip? I mean,
the grip. Yeah.
So VJ, they're known for their grip, right? It's the best grip on the planet or whatever, right?
You know, it really does have a really good grip. You notice it for sure on pavement.
Okay.
But the rocks, you know, going uphill, had enough grip. You know, it gets a little splashy in mud, but I mean, that's any shoe, depending on how wet the mud is. But overall, the grip is fantastic.
Okay. So, thumbs up, thumbs down, medium, for sure. You like the shoe?
I do. But I think going up a half size may be recommended.
Okay.
I know with you mentioned that.
Yeah, it was a little big. It was a little small for me, actually. I wear a 10.5, and I ordered a 10.5.
Right.
And it was a little tight. And I think for me, anyway, and I mentioned it earlier, is the liner that's in it, the sock liner. Now, you didn't try have you had the other VJ?
I have not.
VJ Max?
No.
So the VJ Max has a much thinner profile. It's a little more narrow.
Sure.
But the pad in there is thinner, too. So I think one of the ways they tried to add cushioning was through the liner
insert?
inside.
Got it.
And so when I did take the insert out, and when I took the insert out, it actually fit just fine.
Okay. Got it.
So just something from that was just my takeaway from it.
Yeah.
But you like it?
I do. I'm not sure. You mentioned to me on other runs that running through water, you were worried that the insert might absorb some water.
Yeah.
Since we didn't really go through too much, I didn't notice anything, so I can't really speak to that.
But your sweat didn't sop it up?
No, not really.
So maybe you're not as gross as I am. That's probably what it is.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
So, but anyway, thanks. I appreciate it. Once again, Tommy, for running with us. So thanks for joining us, guys. If you enjoyed the video, if you got something out of it, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And as always, remember, when you change your mind,
change your life.
See, he knows it. Look at this. This guy subscribed to the channel. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.